time where the movie started, facing at a photo they've taken. Space tree flying through the skies and battles happen everywhere.
I don't know how to start it. Hi guys, and welcome back to the Waite Family's channel. How have you been? Hope you've been all okay. If you're new to our channel, my name is Bethany, my partner's name is Jamie, and we have three beautiful children, Carter, Honor and Harlow. This video, well, I don't really know how to start it really. It's, we sadly had to put our dog down last Sunday. I haven't really spoke about it because every time I talk about it I just get completely upset. We had a couple of messages of people asking, why did you put her down, what was the reasons for it, what were the symptoms. Cut a long story short, if you haven't seen our videos or you don't know what we had, basically we had a French bulldog and her name was Madam, and she was 7. She was my absolute baby. She was my number one. I absolutely adored her. She's our first little family dog. Jamie got me her before we had Carter, and just the kindest, sweetest little dog you could ever imagine. Everyone loved her, everyone liked her. She was just the best little dog. She was just so perfect. Basically what happened with Madam, she's always been fit and healthy, always been on a good diet, and last year, she definitely started going deaf. Every time we called her name, she wouldn't hear straight away. Then this year just got a lot worse, so she couldn't hear completely. She was completely and utterly deaf in both ears. Every time we called her, she would just lay there. If you don't have breakfast in the morning, you would definitely have to go and get her and say, Madam, breakfast, or stroke her, because she just couldn't hear. She then started to wee around the house and poo inside the house, which was not like her at all. And she just started, I know it sounds really weird, but obviously I've had her since day one, but she just didn't seem herself. It was like she was getting really old. She just wasn't being very alert. We had to really cut down her walks because her breathing was getting really heavy. Like, I walked to school every day, and sometimes, this was last year obviously before lockdown, sometimes when I walk her every day to school and back, she would just be so out of breath that in the end I had to put her in the pushchair at the bottom because I've got a bugaboo donkey. I'd either have to put her in the basket or at the bottom because she would just get out of breath, or she would just lay flat, which wasn't like her because she was full of energy. She loves walks. So we cut them down to like 3 a week. Happened every morning we were giving her food. She was then being sick with her food, so she wasn't really keeping anything down. We'd have her water outside because my patio doors are always open. And she'd go and have a drink, and then if she drank too much, she would then be sick as well, so sick that up. So I knew there wasn't something quite right, and I know it sounds bad, but through lockdown, I just kind of left it and not put so much water in her bowl, not gave her so much food in her bowl, and then fed her throughout the day rather than giving her one big meal. And I think as well, which didn't help, was obviously Harlow having food now. She would we'd put the food on the tray, and then Harlow would put it on the floor, and Madam would just eat it up, and that would just, whatever food I would give Harlow, whether vegetables, pizza, meat, it would just make Madam's stomach turn and you'd be sick. And then she just, as time went on, probably a couple of weeks ago, there was more sickness. Obviously deafness never changed. Her personality just started kind of to change a little bit. She was sleeping so much more throughout the day. Oh, and that was it. We found a couple of lumps around her nooning area. So we rang up the vet and told them. They asked us to bring her in, and then when we were now about to bring her in, she started having like a seizure at home. Just started having like a little fit, and we didn't really know what to do, so we ran the vet out straight away. And obviously the vet has known all her symptoms before as well. so I can't even talk about it. Why do I get upset? I just kind of knew. I knew her being deaf, her being sick, her not wanting to go on walks, her being out of breath, the seizures, the lumps. I just knew that she just was telling me that it was time to go. And the night when I rang the vet and said that what do we do? She said, what do you think? And I said, I just don't want her to be in pain. I said, I know, looking at her, she's not the dog that I knew. And Madam was 7. And I think with French Bulldogs, there is a lot of health issues that they can get. So she's had like an amazing life. She's always been fit and well. And I just she just didn't deserve to be that sort of dog anymore. So we decided to put her down. That was just, oh, my mind's gone blank because I just can't think about it. The Saturday night time was just horrendous. I could not stop crying. My eyes were puffy. So Sunday morning come and the day was just absolutely horrendous. It was like, I just couldn't look at her. I just couldn't look at the dog. I couldn't look at Madam. I just kept thinking. And that morning, I got her up. It was so frustrating because she wasn't sick. So out of all the mornings, I was like, the guilt in your stomach. And I was like, what am I gonna do? My mum was even worse than me. She was in floods of tears. And it was more than telling the children, especially Carter. Because I think obviously Carter and I, they kind of know what heaven is now. They kept saying, Mummy, why are you crying? I just kept saying, Madam's not very well. We're gonna have to take her to the vets, darlings. And I don't know what they're gonna say. So the Sunday, obviously, when I rang the vet and we both confirmed that it was Madam's time to go. I got Honor in first and I said to Honor, because Mum was like, why can't you tell Carter? And I was like, there's just something I'm just dreading telling him. Like, I just knew he would just be devastated because Honor's never really liked dogs. She's always loved Madam, but she's not, Madam's been like an arm's length for her. I know it sounds weird, but she's never really gone, Madam's never sat in her lap, Madam's never gone in a room, on a bed, nothing. Whereas with Carter's since day one's had Madam on his bed. He'll call her upstairs in her room, sit on the sofa with her, play outside with her, take her for walks. He's always absolutely idolised her. So for me, they had that connection like I did with her. And yeah, so I called in Honor first and said, look, darling, Madam's not very well. I can't remember what I said. My mum was more helpful than me, I think. We just said, we're going to have to take Madam to the vets and Madam's now going to have to go to doggy heaven. And Anna was like, what is, why? And we said she was poorly and she was actually okay. She's got a little bit upset, but nothing like major. And then telling Carter, he was like, he come in first and I just lost it. I just really got upset and Mum's like, come on, we can tell him. Come on, darling, we can tell him. So I got Carter and said, look, Madam's not very well. That's why Mummy's crying and we're going to have to put Madam to sleep. And when we bring Madam home, we're going to have to put Madam to sleep and she's going to go to doggy heaven. And he was just like, why? I don't want to do that. And then when they kind of, Carter and Honor both started talking it together, oh my God, they both just absolutely both started crying. And that was that was the worst part, seeing them two upset. I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry. What's wrong with me? So seeing them two so upset just got even worse. And then Jay said that I had to go with Mum to go to the vets. So we said to the kids, right, come on, you can say your little goodbyes. And they gave Madam a big hug and a big kiss, and it was just awful. And my mum's partner built a lovely little grave in the garden for her so we could bury her, because I said I wanted to bring her home. And what I said to the kids when I left, I said, when we bring Madam home, why don't you might do some drawings, some cards, so we can bury her and she can have them in there. So luckily, I think when I left, they got the colouring out, and I kind of distracted the fact that I was going out the door to, you know, to go to the vet. So they got their colouring out and they've done some lovely little drawings. They stayed at home with Daddy. So me and Mum went to the vets, and when I got there, I just was so numb. It was just awful. I just didn't really speak in the car journey going there. Mum just kept saying, "Are you okay?" And I just couldn't look at her. Her little eyes were just like staring at me, like oh my God, it's like she knew. It's like she knew she was ready to go. It's like she was saying, "Oh my God, what's wrong with me?" It's like she knew she was ready to go. And she knew it was like her time. So we got into the vets, and they give you obviously the anaesthetic to make her fall asleep first, and then they give her the injection to make her fall asleep. Oh my God, what am I doing? Yes, then she fell asleep, and then I took her a big dressing gown, and we wrapped her in that, and then we brought her home. And that day was Jamie and I's 7 years being together, 7-year anniversary, which was just horrendous. It is just so sad, because she just was a massive part of mine and Jamie's life and the kids. But no, that is unfortunately our video for this week of our darling little dog, Madam. I'm going to put the little video up of what I made of her, of the journey that we've had for her for 7 years. So yeah, here's the video of Madam.